This is a quick introduction of a new commercial cleaning and janitorial advertising service. And this is our company, methodcleanbiz.com. And my name is Shane Dubell. We have a new advertising and direct sales service for commercial cleaning services, janitorial. This can apply for day-to-day janitorial cleaning, commercial carpet and tile. There's various specialty services that people offer, and that's who could benefit from this type of a service. Because one of the biggest things that I found over the years is a lot of contractors, a lot of cleaners, just at certain growth stages don't always have the time to do a lot of these tasks themselves, which is why we are introducing this service. So the first thing that I want to do is introduce you to the concept of account-based marketing. And what we want to do is provide a one-two punch of commercial advertising and direct sales, because this is the biggest question that I always receive when it comes to commercial cleaning leads or janitorial. What is the best way to get accounts? Well, there really isn't one best way. They all work. And the simplest way to think of this is your website and sales software is the middle. And we want to drive all of these different tactics to the middle, because this is a comprehensive plan. So that way, everywhere people go, we're there. And that's what we want to do. We want a comprehensive plan, because on any given day, in over time, some of these tactics don't work as well as they used to. I mean, cold calling used to be huge. I still think cold calling should be a staple, especially for your top 400, your top 1,000 key accounts. I like email marketing. I like SEO. I like all of them. And that's why we want to provide a platform to do all of them. And some of these tasks we are going to provide for you. So I just wanted to give you a quick presentation introducing you how we're going to do it and what this is all about. So this is our account management plan. And what our plan is a four-step plan. The first step is the leads, because people want more of a targeted. Not everybody wants hospitality. Some people like professional offices. Some people like small buildings, large, etc. So that's the absolute first step, is where we start, is with the data. What are the businesses that you want to target? And this is an example of, a leads list. Now it's more extensive. On this screen, this is all I can really fit. I hid the phone numbers for privacy reasons and made up a bunch of names for privacy reasons. But this gives you a general uh, idea of putting together a leads list uh, with companies and contact, and creating a category. This category, for instance, is for larger employers. This is a category, and we can go by employee size, we can go by square foot of the building. There's lots of different ways for us to target, but this is a starting point. Coming up with a leads list. We can go by industry. There's all kinds of different ways. So that's the starting point, is putting together the leads list. From there, we want to start with the air, which is commercial advertising that would only go to these lead lists. So when we're advertising for you, we're just not advertising to hundreds or millions of people that have no interest in your service or don't need it. We are doing targeted advertising only to these businesses that we populate. So an example would be, what you're probably familiar with and have seen yourself, is these ads like this. This is an example. This is Fox News. The screen just changed on me. And here it is again. This is an example of a display ad. And here's another example of a display ad over here. These are the types of ads depending on what website that the businesses are using. See, this is something we can't control, especially with businesses, because they're probably going to use news sites. They're going to be using CNBC for financial information. And also, they are probably going to some kind of an industry resource that we would never know if it's a manufacturing company. There may be some blogs or some industry type of resources that they would go to. So we want to be there. We want to show them ads. We want to get your company name in front of them. And then from there, the the next stage, so that's the advertising stage. The next stage is the guerrilla marketing or direct sales campaign. And what we would do for you would be to start getting you going on LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn is a great place to target. People don't always realize this, but there's a couple ways to approach LinkedIn, and we have a whole marketing plan just for LinkedIn that we would be following. And the first step would be building out your profile and then coming up with a list of 400 to 1,000 of the absolute best prospects for your service, for your area. Because with LinkedIn, we can target, like, for instance, we can say property managers, and we can look up restaurant managers and office managers and facility and all kinds of different targeting tools that LinkedIn has, which is why we like it, because this is what we want to do for you is we want to set up a whole routine so we can first start with building out our profile, connecting with people, and start to introduce ourselves for them to them, and ultimately requesting an estimate, requesting a walkthrough. That's the ultimate goal. But the whole marketing plan is first building out a profile, connecting with people, messaging people, sending ads to people, and uh, you know, building out your presence. This is an example of one of mine that did pretty well for for LinkedIn purposes, anyways. That this is the type of stuff. Obviously, we do it. We create something um, specific for you, but this in your industry or your services you want to do. But this is an example of one of mine of what your end user would see. So this is what we want to do. So the next step is we populate the leads. We're going to show them our advertising, so they're going to see you throughout the internet and become familiar with your company. Then we're going to the direct sales and we're requesting an estimate. We are trying to get that walkthrough, which is in the commercial game, that's the goal, to get to the walkthrough. So the final step then, the fourth step is sales software, because then all of that would drop into our sales software, and then we can start to stay in front of people long term, which this is a big deal in the commercial world. You give an estimate to them, and then they just kind of disappear, and you run out of things to talk about. But we have a whole routine of templates of different topics to find things to talk about. Talk about training of employees, talking about uh, an announcement of some kind, maybe an anniversary of your company. This is just a simple one, and this is like an introduction email where we see a clean building in your future, and we're using a metaphor of looking at a crystal ball. It's kind of what the concept is, and where we would introduce ourselves, and then ultimately we want them to schedule an estimate. So that's this is the follow-up part. Also, you would have access to all of this information, so you could follow up with the phone. You can mail them. You could do a follow-up mail to them. follow up with the phone. So you have lots of different choices, and that's why this this is this is what we're trying to do, a comprehensive plan from the advertising to email to direct mail to the phone, LinkedIn. This this is the goal. This is our plan. So just going to go back and go through our PDF. You can download this on our website if you want to learn more, where we explain, what is account-based marketing, what is, how do we come up with key accounts? A key account is going to be relative. Some people, a key account might be a medical building that's 20,000 square feet. A bigger company, they might want 50,000 square feet. That's all something that you would decide, but we can help you. We can help you do that. So in the PDF, we explain the concept, what different services that are included in this service, and our general message strategy. And this is, I have a whole video about this, about value propositions, but generally speaking, what we want to do is your core message is whatever your core value is about your company, and then to rotate. This is something I'm really big on, is to rotate messages. And that can be in the form of the email and the advertising and on LinkedIn, for us to be rotating these messages, that maybe one month we're going to concentrate on employee issues, maybe another month on our customer service skills, maybe we'll break down some of the specialty services like disinfecting or carpet and point out some pain points of the customer. This is something that works because everybody's different. All of these different contacts all have different things that they value. There's not one of these things that always works. That's why we want to rotate. We want to all of these people to be seeing all of these different images, so then they pull out the one that's important to them. So the client success roadmap, this would be the roadmap that we want to put you on. Put together a lead list, targeted advertising, guerrilla marketing one-on-one, and follow up and close. This way we have a comprehensive plan, a comprehensive strategy. And on our PDF, you can schedule a live demo. You also can visit our website at methodcleanbiz.com. This is our homepage, and you can scroll down to one of the buttons at the bottom and request a consultation. If you have any questions, you can call me, you can email me. We can set up a screen share where I can go over all of this with you. The first step, you can get the PDF. That gives you a breakdown. It's something you'll have. And I hope you enjoyed this video.